G'day and welcome to another exciting episode of Caravanning in Queensland. This week we're in the Mackay region, an area with so much to offer, including most of the animals on our Aussie coins. So, let's hop to it.
Hey!
Oh, Jesus.
That's usually what happens. I get a bit wet.
We're starting our journey at sunrise with the local Cape Hillsborough Kangaroos, who regularly do the dawn patrol here on the beach. They've been doing this for years, and as far as I know, it's one of the only places in the world where it happens. Quite the draw card.
So Murray, tell me what goes on here.
Okay, well, we have kangaroos and wallabies come to the beach every day, regardless of the weather. But in actual fact, the wallabies and kangaroos are coming to the beach to look for the mangrove seed pods. That's what they are.
Okay.
And they actually chew the bark off the outside and eat the pulp that's inside. And it's very, very high in minerals. There is about 60 agile wallabies altogether, but we get like 10 or 12. Just depends on the weather and the wind. I think, as I mentioned, there is only 4 beaches in Australia we're aware of that it actually happens like this.
Right.
And if we can keep it as natural as we possibly can.
What a remarkable experience, you know. Make a cup of tea in the morning, come down here, watch the sunrise. Well, not much of a sunrise today, but to meet up with this fellow and to see this amazing thing. And it doesn't cost anything.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
The NRMA Cape Hillsborough Nature Park is only a matter of metres from here, and people come from all over the world to witness this phenomenon. The park caters for families, particularly with an emphasis on getting kids off their media and back into nature. Although when nighttime comes around, you will sometimes find a movie on the big screen. Well, that's the dollar coin done. Now for the 20-cent piece. And for that, we're going to need to get some elevation. Eungella National Park lies at the head of the Pioneer Valley. The chalet is a great place to check out the view. Hang gliding is a sport that's waned in recent years, with most adrenaline junkies these days opting for paragliding. But try telling that to fellow Kiwis Warren and Warren.
How long would you be up in the air?
Oh,
Oh, day like today.
I'm not going to go any more than about an hour. And then if it's a good day, I should get a few hundred feet above the ridges. And then just enough to sort of make it all worthwhile.
And just like that, he steps off a perfectly good ramp and into the sky. Of course, what goes up must come down, eventually. And after a few hours in the air, we follow our sky pilots back to their home base at the Finch Hatton Showgrounds.
I spent a bit of time in different countries and done a little bit of following the competitions here and there. But for me, it's been more using the hang glider just for exploring. You know, seeing all the wonderful places and using it as a vehicle to visit all these beautiful places that sometimes not even the locals, see it the way we do. Just the way the rivers all bend and you can't see behind another mountain range, and you have a look over there. It's truly nice, especially when the birds come and join you as well.
So what's the plan? What are you doing from there? We're going to Cairns next, aren't we? Coming to Cairns?
That's right.
Yeah.
And
there's a great site up there that the trade was just knocking to day after day after day, so we can fly day after
it's
day.
warmer, and for me it's to get away from a cold New Zealand winter. And I thought, well, I could either stay indoors and take the odd skiing day, or I can go somewhere nice and warm.
The showgrounds here are ideal if you've got a big rig and don't want to tow it all the way up the Eungella Range. But for smaller vans and campers, the top of the Eungella range offers some beautiful national park sites along the banks of Broken River, home of the Platypus. This is where you see the platypus up here at Eungella, and it's a beautiful, pristine environment. They say that the animals come out early morning and late afternoon, and so the sun's about to set. We've come down here to the river walk, and it's great because there are so many tourists down here. They're all being quiet, all waiting for their moment to see this elusive animal. In fact, no one's seen one here for the past 3 days, but for us this afternoon, it's raining 20-cent pieces. We've turned up, so have the platypus, and I was just speaking to a couple from Germany, I think, and they've been here for 3 days with a big telephoto lens waiting to get a shot. They've seen nothing. Nobody's seen a platypus for 3 days. All of a sudden, the show's on. From here, it's about an hour or two zigzagging through back roads and cane fields to our next overnight destination. Airlie Beach has really blossomed over the past few years. What was once a sleepy backpacker town and sailing port has become a major North Queensland tourist hub, servicing the 74 Whitsunday Islands and the Great Barrier Reef. Over the past 10 years, new marinas have been developed which see day trippers departing from Airlie directly instead of Shute Harbour, which is super convenient. NRMA's Airlie Beach Holiday Park is a beauty. Lots of van sites, both powered and unpowered, and cabins, some magnificent gardens and facilities, including pools and camp kitchens. There's plenty of shade, and it's a short walk from all of the action of Airlie Beach, whose main street is loaded with bars and restaurants, ticket offices and retail stores. There's lots to see and plenty to do, even if you're not getting on a boat. We are, however, getting on a boat, but not for the Whitsunday Islands or the Great Barrier Reef. In fact, we're going upriver for what's going to be a wild adventure.
So this morning, not an animal that you'll find on an Australian coin, but nonetheless, an animal that people come from far and wide to see in Queensland.
Whitsunday Crocodile Safaris operate out of the Proserpine River, which I've been reliably informed has one of the largest communities of large saltwater estuarine crocodiles in the state.
Proserpine River's been rated by the Queensland Government as the best river or highest density of saltwater crocs for any river in Queensland. And we also have the highest density of large crocodiles of any river in Queensland as well.
And I don't think most people holidaying here at Airlie Beach would know that, would they?
Not really, no, because they're swimming around out on the coast there and they're pretty curious to see where they go. So they did a bit of research recently fitting satellite trackers to see if they do go to Airlie Beach and check out the visitors.
And what do they put this down to, these numbers?
They don't know. It's just the river itself. I think it's just because it's such a healthy habitat. They've got everything they need here to thrive, areas to nest, food, basking sites. So Proserpine River's got it all.
Steve Wilson has been revealing all of its secrets for the past 21 years on an all-day safari adventure that's guaranteed to set your pulse racing. The day starts with a welcome briefing, and shortly thereafter, it's onto the boat.
Now, if you do go into the water, very important thing to remember, just link your elbows, form a really big circle, and I'm just going to be in the middle supervising, making sure that everybody's all right. It's probably the best place to be, yeah.
And within seconds, we've spotted our first croc.
He's bunting on a bit of a cheesy grin for you this morning too. As you can see all the cameras hanging over the side.
As we make our way downriver, the crocs appear to get larger as we're introduced to a few of the local ladies.
Do you know how to tell the sex of a croc apart from very carefully?
No.
Lipstick and eyeshadow's out of the question. It washes off in the water here. But they nest, they're obviously female.
And just when we're getting comfortable with the girls, we then become aware of a couple of the bigger apex predators, the big fellas that rule the roost. It's hard to believe that we're on a river within 10 kilometres of Proserpine in one direction and Airlie Beach in the other.
It is a great way to check them out, isn't it? Looking at them doing natural things. None of those modified behaviours you get in zoos and wildlife parks. You get them rushing out like trained pack dogs. This is normal behaviours, just laying around working on your suntan.
After 2 hours of very intense croc spotting, it's back to camp for a delicious lunch, which is all included in the tour price. And then it's all aboard the tractor train for a tour of the wetlands that surround the river and the flora and fauna it supports, including these magnificent brolgas.
But you need 5 things to go dynamite fishing. So everybody up the back's ready? Yeah. Everybody up the front? You want, hey? Just bring it down a bit larger so it doesn't go up in your face there. Keep thinking dynamite. Okay? Righto, let's go fishing.
Oh, Jesus.
That's usually what happens. I get a bit wet. Sorry about that.
The day finishes with billy tea and damper, as all good crocodile safaris should. What an excellent day all round, and well worth doing if you're in the area.
And you're so passionate about the environment. I mean, this is the thing, people possibly come to see crocodile. You get a whole lot more on a day with you, don't you?
Yeah, we like to talk about the whole package. Yeah, there's a fair bit around us here to talk about. We do appreciate our natural environments, and I don't think we're doing enough to look after them at the moment around the world. So we try to get the message out there how special this place is.
Yeah, your yarns today were fantastic. Some bush medicine yarns, some things that certainly a lot of Australians wouldn't know about. Certainly people from overseas would have no idea about.
Yeah.
Some local history. I mean, it's really got it all today with you.
Yeah, we've been putting it together for, as I said, 23 years. So we've sort of fine-tuned it over that time, and we've got it pretty well where we want it now. But there's always more to talk about. So you always find out something else.
Yeah. An adventurous day. It was on a taxing day. I mean, it's that anybody can do.
It's very, very low pace. Yeah, everything's at walking pace. There's no rush. It's very relaxing, and we try to keep it that way. Yeah, make everybody feel comfy.
Well, we've had a ton of fun today.
Whitsunday Crocodile Safaris operate every day of the year, and you can book a ticket on their website. NRMA parks at both Airlie Beach and Cape Hillsborough are perfect locations to stay for a Whitsunday escape. And you'll find plenty of info on Eungella camping and the elusive Platypus on the QPWS site. We hope you've loved the Mackay region. That's all we've got for you this episode of Caravanning in Queensland. We'll see you next time.